create a AI bot which will answer the user queries based on their intent, route queries to sub AI agents, maybe fixed, maybe static. Let us check that. So the first step is obviously selecting the WhatsApp bot. You can have any of the triggers. Right now I'm selecting the new message received trigger. This means for the channel that I select here, any message that is coming inside that channel or any incoming message will be processed via this bot. Now, in the first step, as soon as I'm getting a user's message, the very first thing I want to do is detect the user intent. By intent, it means we will try to identify what is the user trying to say to us. So, it might be a greeting. It might be a goodbye or thanks. User wants to talk to support team, or user is asking a question regarding support, or maybe sales. User is asking question regarding our, let me rename it to product information. Product information, or here I am going to write pricing. You can have a lot of more options as well, but once this is done, any message that is coming in, AI is going to detect what sort of message is this, and then we can route the flow further. So if the user is giving us a greetings message, here I am going to utilize the trained AI part. I have already created an authentication. You can also do so by copying the token from here, from the AI Dash app. And here in the select agent, I am going to utilize the system instructions. The user incoming message is here in the last text input by default, and then in the instructions you can play with it first. Here in the instructions, if you're getting the exact answer as expected, you can simply copy paste. So say for example, we are going to do this. Your AI assistant named Raghu, user will send you a greeting, kindly reply back to the greeting with excitement and ending with a question. So for example, if user has sent a hi message, or maybe hello message, you can also mention if you don't want so much of excitement, simply remove this. It completely depends on your preference. If you don't want that it should say that I am an AI assistant, simply remove this. So now my greeting instruction is ready, I can simply copy it from here, go to the flow builder, paste it here, and then click on save. So now as soon as the user is sending us a greeting, we are asking the AI to reply back or to create a greeting, and then we can reply back with the answer. So now AI has replied back. Now after this, what we are going to do is, obviously because after the reply it has also asked a question based on our instructions, now we'll again utilize the smart wait block from here. So now depending upon the question, we'll maybe wait for like 10 minutes or 5 minutes for the user's reply, and whatever the user has replied, we'll again go to the intent detector. Why intent detector? Say for example how this conversation might flow. If the user has sent us a hi message, AI is greeting back to the user with a question via this block, and then user might say I need to talk to the sales team. So we are again detecting the intent, what does the user want to do, and then we can route further. Just in case user has not replied anything, we can send a message to the user. So the bot will automatically end here if the user has not replied anything. If you do not define a no input block so that bot can end here, the bot will keep looping from this point, because after 5 minutes if you don't have anything connected to the no input, it will go back to the AI intent detector, and again it will be a greeting, and you might pay a lot of money to keep answering, or keep answering back to the user via the AI block. So always ensure to have a fixed timeline in the smart wait block and a no input part to it. Also you can define some exit keywords just in case. Now after this, always remember to save your workflow. Now let us try to design the second part. Again here the user is saying goodbye or thanks. We can utilize the same AI agent. I have already created the authentication system instructions, and this time I'm writing here your AI assistant user will send you a closure message like thanks or goodbye. Kindly reply back to the user softly asking them to message again in future for any more queries. Now let me clear the chat once and then let us try. Thanks and bye. Thank you, well, feel free. Goodbye. We have a goodbye for now. Bye. So this instruction is perfect. It is ending the conversation, wishing the user a great day, and maybe giving them an option to send us a message again in future. So we are putting up this in instruction and clicking save. So again after this, the answer which is generated by the AI, we will add it here, and then we have one option that we can leave it here. If the user will send us a message again in future, it will start from here, again go to the intent detector by default and move ahead. So the second part of exit or thanks is also done. Now let us go to the third part, which is support team. So here what we are going to do is AI agent, trained AI. I have already trained the AI agent here with my support document. You can select the agent as support, select files. This is completely optional. By default, it can search from the entire support doc. In the system prompt, we can obviously first always play in the playground and then copy paste here. You are Raghu, help users with short answers in regards of their queries from our doc. If the answer is not found, I don't have an answer to this, escalating to a human team member ahead. Save. So now AI will generate a reply. In the same way, if the answer is found, we are sending a message. If the answer is not found, we are again, so now we can have a fixed message here, or it will by default give this as the answer, even if you select the answer part, because that will come from the AI. And then for both of these rules, so if the answer is found, we don't want to ask user again, if we don't want to ask user anything again, we just want to wait silently. So what we can do is, we already have this smart wait here. We can create a separate smart wait, or we can simply put a go to this smart wait. So now what is this going to do? User will maybe, I want to know about how to create a template. It's a support question, or maybe a product information question. And then after that, AI is going to answer that and then send the message from here, and then it will wait here. Now, whatever the next question comes up, it will again go to the intent detector, and then depending upon the user's next message, the flow will continue. If the user doesn't send anything within 5 minutes, it will simply send a thank you message. If the answer is not found, you are replying this, and then you can assign it to a agent or a department. Now, in the same way, you can have multiple trained AI agents based on more options here. And then, just in case user sends something random which the intent detector is not able to detect, you have this option of no intent detected or no intent matched. And then you can maybe directly send a fixed message here, and then assign the chat to a human agent as well. I don't have an answer for this. My team will get back to you shortly. Save. And then assign this to agent. Even after assigning, if the user is sending a message, by default it is going to run, the bot is going to run. If you want that the bot should stop completely, you have to select the option of pause automation. So the bot will stop completely, and until and unless the agent marks it as done, only after that the bot will start. Because this chatbot is in new message received trigger, the botman, or after this block where there is no block ahead in the end, the bot eventually the bot will leave the contact, but as soon as the user sends any random message, it will start again, because it is new message received. So that's why, if in case you want to pause the automation in the end, you need to put up a pause automation block. So this is how you can create a complex AI agent, wherein you're first detecting what the user wants to say or ask, and then assigning various kind of trained AI blocks. so that user gets relevant answers. Thank you.